The man just hit someone and didn't say sorry. The result is the next second. Because the person he provoked was named Hisoka. He's an out-and-out murderer. This scene made Zhao Ji and the other three dumbfounded. However, in this hunter game, Hisoka is not the only one with such terrifying strength. There is Toden who likes to eat, but is good at wrestling. There is the snake charmer Bapeng. This person is narrow-minded. Messing with him is like messing with a poisonous snake. And martial artist Podoro, although a bit older, but possesses strong martial arts. And the three Mori brothers. The three of them have an absolute tacit understanding. So far, there has been no defeat. People here come from all over the world. A mixed bag. There is no fuel-efficient lamp. But in terms of qualifications, he is the oldest. Hao Shu, already taken 35 exams, and Donba likes to tease newcomers, but was eliminated time and time again. The moment I saw Zhao Ji and three people entering the examination room, Donba then set his sights on them. In the name of making friends, a bottle of orange juice was prepared for everyone. But what Zhao Ji and the others don't know is that this orange fruit has been put down long ago. Super strong laxative. Just when Donba thought his plot had succeeded, Zhao Ji spat out the drink that had just reached his mouth. Because he found that the drink had expired, it turns out that Zhao Ji often tastes medicinal herbs in the mountains. Develop a sensitive nose. When the other two people found out, they also poured the drinks away. Seeing that the deception was not successful, Donba once again set its sights on a man named Zia, on children. As a result, Zia drank 3 or 4 bottles in a row, but there was no reaction at all. Donba even began to doubt. Did you buy the wrong medicine? However, Zia told him directly, Simba, hey, holding on a hurricane. At this time, with a burst of bells ringing, the heavy gate rises slowly. One has a middle-parted comb. A man who looks like my brother appears in front of me. This person is Satsuki, the examiner here. The exam rules are also very simple. Just keep up with him. Just walk to the second examination room, but not before the end. The examiner will not reveal the destination or arrival time. This will undoubtedly give high school entrance examination students brought a lot of psychological pressure, but none of the 404 candidates present flinched, but follow closely behind Sass. In this fierce competition, can Zhao Ji and the others win? The man is walking in a strange way. You thought he was running a marathon. In fact, this is a brutal hunter game. Need to run 100 kilometers in 4 hours. But during this period, the examiner will not tell you the race time and finish line. At the beginning, the candidates had some expectations. However, 2 hours have passed, more than 30 kilometers away from the starting point. People still don't know where the end is. In this monotonous journey, several contestants started to fall behind. Lily was also sweating profusely at this time. It seems that I underestimated the hunter exam. However, I still grit my teeth and hold on silently. But what made him even more angry was that I lost half my life by running away. Chia cheated on a scooter. Facing the circumstances, Zhao Ji has his own opinion. He thought the examiner just said to follow him. There is no restriction on how to use. I didn't expect anyone to speak for me. Chia became interested in the boy in front of him. Through conversation, I found out that Zhao Ji and I were in the same class. At this time, Chia became more competitive, then give up skateboarding. Decided to compete with Zhao Ji by running. 4 hours passed quickly. The runners have run 60 kilometers, running aimlessly in a dark tunnel. Whether mentally or psychologically, it's a huge test for the players. This kind of pressure is like a big mountain pressing down on. The body is accompanied by the loss of physical strength. Lioli's breathing became difficult. The heavy legs seemed to be chained. There is a possibility of falling down at any time. He began to doubt himself. In hunter exam, only one new person is qualified every 3 years. I am an ordinary person participating in this kind of competition. It's just a fool's dream. Under the influence of pessimistic psychological emotions, Lily has a complete mental breakdown. Finally chose to give up. See this situation. Zhao Ji, who was running in front, stopped immediately. He didn't speak, just watching Lily silently. In Zhao Ji's encouraging eyes, Lily soon became full of confidence again. The next second, he started running like a wild dog. Soon Lily caught up with Kurapika. See him working so hard. Pika asked him why he wanted to be a hunter, although we didn't get along for long. But he thinks Lily is not that kind of vulgar person. This is obviously a concern for Lily. I saw him lowering his head and saying nothing. Pika said, "The reason why I took the hunter exam. It turns out that the Skeleton Tower clan has a special physique. As long as you are excited or stimulated, the eyes will turn deep red like they are burning. Because of its brilliant color, this fiery red crystal, very popular on the black market. Therefore, the Skull Tower tribe was attacked by the Phantom Troop. Only Pika is left in the entire group. Even though many years have passed, Pika still can't forget the empty eyes of his companions. In order to avenge the people, he can abandon all dignity, become a contract hunter like a lackey." Seeing Pika open up her heart, Larry didn't hide anything. He did take the hunter exam just for the money, because if you have money, his friend wouldn't have died in the first place. When Lily was a child, she had a good friend. Just a little bit at first. I have a minor cold, but I don't have money to treat it. In the end, my friend died in my arms. Since then, Lily aspires to be a doctor. He wants to help those who have no money. Free treatment for children who cannot afford medical treatment. But this requires a lot of money. Unconsciously, everyone ran an extra 20 kilometers. At this time, the examiner Satsuki began to speed up. Realizing this could be the end of the road, people also accelerated and made the final struggle. Zhao Ji and Chia are competing to see who reaches the finish line first. The loser will be treated to Lauten pickled cabbage. After a fierce and exciting competition, in the end, both of them crossed the line at the same time. Then other candidates also arrived at the finish line one after another. But I haven't had time to be happy yet, the examiner Sats told them. This is only half the journey. Want to go to the second examination room? You have to walk through the swamp ahead. There are a lot of cunning and greedy creatures living inside. They feed on humans, will use any means to deceive and prey on prey. So this wetland is called the Trickster's Den. However, Sats had just finished speaking. Suddenly, a cry for help came from next to me. A scarred man appeared in front of everyone. The man reminds everyone not to be deceived, claiming that he is the examiner this time, and Sats is a fake. Then he pulled out a human-faced eye, similar to Sats's. It turns out this is a creature that lives in wetlands. He likes to eat people very much, but because it looks smaller, not strong enough, can only transform into a human form. After using sweet words to bring humans into the wetland, then unite with other creatures to surround and prey on them. As soon as the man's words came out, everyone began to doubt Seissi's identity. I don't know which one is true and which one is false. At this time, it turns out that the so-called examiner is a hunter. If even Hisoka's attack can't be blocked, that's definitely not the real examiner. Haven't set foot in the wetland yet. Everyone was almost cheated. Say goodbye to dark underground tunnels. Enter the trickster's lair. The remaining 368 people. How many people can successfully pass the test?